We got tickets for National Football League, the National Hockey League, and the NBA, which regular season started over the weekend. Miami Heat won their first two. I think the Magic lost their opener, didn't they?
They lost their opener, and let's say their ex-center, whose name we no longer mention, had a huge game for Los Angeles.
Did they win?
36 points, yes. Showtime is back, they're screaming, Ernie.
For how long, and will he win a championship? I hope not with the Lakers.
They call him the center of attention now.
Or what he calls himself. That's what he wants to be. Quarter after. We'll do a game show here and hand out some of those tickets. Who's on? Hello. What line we going to, Jeffrey? Hello. Who's this?
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
David?
Okay, here's your question, Dave.
David, the Montreal Canadiens play in this ice center named for this Canadian ice beer.
What beer is it? What's the name of the center?
Labatt?
No! Wrong Canadian beer, my friend. Hello.
And it's Labatt's anyway.
You're on.
Labatt.
It's Thomas.
Thomas, the beer?
Molson.
Molson Center is right.
Very good.
Molson. A fine brew it is.
Now, is the Heat going to leave, Ernie?
The Heat is going to not leave. You vote no if you don't want the Heat to go. God, every 10 minutes a commercial was running in South Florida. The Heat is going to stay in Miami, but they're going to have a new arena built on the water.
Who's going to build it?
Mickey Arison is paying for it.
Oh, nice.
The owner's paying for the whole thing, so it's not going to be coming out of tax dollars. Alex Pinellas, the mayor of Miami, won his battle, saying we're not going to spend tax dollars, and they're not.
But I thought they were just going to use, like, tourist dollars.
I don't know what kind of dollars they're going to be, but it's not going to be from the taxpayer, from the South Florida taxpayer. They're going to get the arena built, and Mickey Arison is going to fund it.
Wow.
And it's going to be built. That was the other fight. It's going to be built on what was land that the city was holding, like, I guess, for, I don't know, park.
The Everglades?
No, it's on the water. It's like Basin, I think. I think it's around there.
Yeah, downtown?
Yeah. It's going to be on the water and supposed to be a nice, showpiece.
Nice view?
Yeah, nice view. You're inside.
That depends on if Big Sugar passes or not.
No, it's not. That has nothing to do with Big Sugar. That's a different issue.
Big Sugar will pass, if that's a good thing.
Big Sugar, there's, I think, Amendment 345, you're supposed to vote if you are an environmentalist. 456?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Okay, good. Vote no, I don't know. But if you want Big Sugar to pay for their pollution, read up on it before you vote.
I would say if you want Big Sugar to go, vote no. Or if you want to know.
You really have to understand that you really have to know what you're doing when you walk in there, or else you're going to be blind.
And if you like Sharon Glass, vote yes.
For Sharon Glass?
Yes.
Yes, the Glass.
18 after, when Spivey was in here this morning, a lot of questions about adultery popped up. People wondering if their spouses were cheating.
Sure.
In yesterday's paper, this was out of the Times, what happens for an adulterer in the Middle East. Actually, this is in Afghanistan. They are stoned to death still to this day.
Nice.
They hold court, and if you are found guilty of adultery, you then are led into a pit. And you go into the bottom of the pit. The judge who laid down the order throws the first rock, and everybody joins in, and they keep throwing rocks until you die. In this particular case, out of Afghanistan, where a reporter was witnessing this, one person took 10 minutes for that person to be stoned to death. The other still was alive, moaning and groaning, and they had to keep throwing rocks to try to put this person out of their misery.
Oh, I love the throwing of the first rock, the start of the season.
And the kids of these adulterers, you're in a pit, you're stuck, and those things are coming one after another. The kids of the adulterer are there to witness what happened. So is the husband. In this case, it was a woman who cheated on her husband. Her and her lover were stoned to death.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty rare for a guy to get caught for this over there.
Yeah.
It's a way just to keep the women in line.
And they do it a lot. It still happens all the time in this part of Afghanistan. I forget what their religion is. It's a Muslim religion, but it's it's called Taliban. I guess it's a real strict.
That's why when we go over there this week, I am not fooling around with anybody.
I don't even look at anybody. I don't even look at a woman.
I have to wear a veil.
Most I'm going to get
not a woman.
That's the most I'm going to get.
No, because you could be stoned to death.
That's not cheating.
Made in a beanbag.
Eating it.
Ouch.
They will kill you, and especially a foreigner. You got no pull when you're over there. We won't be in Afghanistan itself, though. We won't be really that close.
Sure?
Yeah. Where we're going is not really near there. We're going to Israel and to Jordan.
I wouldn't mind making that stop in Egypt to find those ruins now.
The ruins were already found, 12 to 16 feet of water They found, who was it, Cleopatra's ruins?
Cleopatra's castle, Mark Antony's house and temple.
Divers found this, just right off the coast.
Yeah.
Nice finding. That's like finding, that's like the Titanic.
Oh, it's bigger.
Yeah,
it's bigger.
It's a much older, obviously, and probably worth a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, the Titanic had nothing but a bunch of old clothes.
Hello, Garrett, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, I want to make a comment about that amendments 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
You're seeing commercials out there that say vote yes for 4, 5, and 6, and then you see a commercial out that says vote no for 4. 4 is the amendment that's going to make Big Sugar pay for everything.
Clean up the pollution, or?
Yeah, clean up everything. That's that 1 cent a pound tax, and it's not affecting the regular taxpayers, just Big Sugar.
Just Big Sugar pays.
That's why Big Sugar's paying $30,000 in commercials to try to keep people from voting yes on it.
You see, here's what I don't like, though. Big Sugar does so much for us.
They don't do nothing.
They pollute the Everglades. What else do they do for us?
Exactly.
And they make candy.
Excuse me, 2 words, sir. Frosted flakes.
Yeah. What about icing?
What
Want
about
cake
it?
without icing?
Yeah, I can do it without it, yeah. I'd rather save the Everglades than have icing.
It's dry.
You can't have icing on your cake and eat it.
I don't think the Everglades can be saved.
They can be saved. They definitely can. It can come back.
And do you know the amount of homes that could go in that area?
You can't ruin the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, we could.
No, then we got no water. I know we got the power.
Oh,
Our
imagine.
water doesn't come out of the Everglades.
The aquifer, whatever the hell that is, the underground water. Yes, there's a lot of water comes out of the Everglades.
All right, we'll just build around.
You can't.
I thought it was brackish.
Yes, we can. We have the power.
We have the power, but it's not going to work.
Brackish. That's always your favorite term.
You know what brackish means?
A combination of fresh and salt water.
Very good.
I'm not drinking brackish water. I'd rather have some sugar water.
22 after. Hello, Steve.
Homes made of sugar.
You're on.
How you doing, guys?
Good, man. What's up?
Well, listen, more Big Sugar info. I agree with your previous caller.
Thank you.
What's happening here is sugar farmers make about 0.7 cents per pound.
That's all?
That's all. About not even a penny. 70% of a penny is what these guys are making per pound.
Give and give and give to us.
So what is your point?
Well, you tax them 1 penny.
You're putting them out of business.
They're out of business. You're going to be importing sugar from now on.
Okay.
You know,
very complicated issue.
Everything is against American business and American worker.
You know, I don't want any of that imported sugar, because then you're going to start getting into your brown sugars.
I don't like
Actually, brown sugar is good.
Yeah.
Yes, baked beans, yes, but that's as far as you take.
For the Japs, wherever it comes from.
Phil, you're on?
I'm not sure.
Hey, what's up?
I didn't done a lot of research.
Amendment 4 that we need to vote for Amendment 4. But actually, we already have laws on the books right now that if the politicians would enforce it, then we wouldn't need to have to act as a...
Sir, you got some sugar in your phone, and we can't hear you that clearly. There's a bad connection.
They run the phone.
Tomorrow is obviously Election Day, and a couple of big issues in Florida is Big Sugar.
Which I'm behind, or against, I'm not sure.
My only question is, one commercial says that Amendment 4 will make the sugar companies pay for cleaning up the Everglades.
Yeah.
The other one says it'll cost us $1 billion in tax money that the government is just allowed to spend however they feel. Which is right.
They throw these commercials together to trick you, to confuse the voter.
Well, then the sad thing is someone is just obviously lying.
Of course, it's politics.
Well,
everybody's lying. It just depends to what extent.
Well, just vote for who... You know that sugar is going to be at every poll giving out pixie sticks. So then vote either for them or against them, depending on the flavor.
Congratulations to Chip, who won the football pool. Bastard, after 5 years, finally gets a win under his belt. So the Monday night game will not affect it. We don't need a tiebreaker. Chip from UPS wins the pool. The Dolphins embarrassed yesterday by the Patriots. And
they're over.
And they're 4-5 now. It's going to be tough. If they finish 500, that would be good.
It's embarrassment. Congratulations to Ack Ackerman, Ronnie, coming on like a madman.
The Ack Attack, Ack Ackerson, again this week, very hot. 3 of his college picks. Well, if he went 3 for 3, he had the bonus pick, which he didn't come out on.
3 out of 3 locks.
But the 3 locks he did pick correctly, and in the pros, 2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm.
The Ack Attack.
My bookie's Ack, if you wanna call his number. To make a bet, he'll tell you where to lay the lumber. And the system never falters. Ack can even and went for Mitchell Walters. My book is Zach, all the other guys are phonies. Hella, my book is Zach. If you wanna bet with Zach, you gotta have cojones. Hella, my book is Zach. Yeah, my book is Zach. Look out now, my book is Zach. You'll either win tomorrow or you really have to borrow. Look out now, my book is Zach.
Back. It's 30 after on this Monday morning. Was there a few seconds there?
I felt like we were going to disappear.
There was a
We were
vortex.
just floating.
But we caught it in time. That's why we're the Ron and Ron Show.
That's the only reason. Woo!
We were talking about our trip coming up and whether we can make it in time because Thursday, man, and we have to set up the broadcast facilities out of the Middle East. Jordan, Israel, and I do not want to stop in Afghanistan, especially after reading this stoning story.
Oh, we're fine, Ronnie. We're American citizens. We're welcome everywhere.
We may be welcome, but we have to abide by their laws, and if they find you guilty of something, they will stone you to
Not
death.
if you're an American.
Oh, yes, especially if you're American.
We can go to the American consulate if they try anything.
You know how it is with the American consulate. They don't help you. They throw you back out in the streets.
Ronnie, since the Gulf War, we are loved in the Middle East.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Jeff, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. Got a stoning story for you, Ron and Ron.
Yes, man.
My college roommate, Army intelligence officer stationed out in Saudi, was witness to a stoning. Lady who cheats on her husband was put in a circle of people, and the husband gets to throw as many rocks as he wants to start.
Lucky.
And then they all chip in, and then when they're through, if she's still alive, a big truck full of asphalt backs up and just pours.
That's just bringing modern convenience into the stoning story.
How humane. All right. Thanks, buddy. This one that happened in Afghanistan was witnessed by a reporter, and it was the judge who threw the first stone, and then everybody joined in. She was in a pit, the woman who was cheating on her husband. She was in a pit along with her lover, and they were stoned to death.
Damn, that's crazy, isn't it?
It is, while the children watched, and people just show up. It's like a pay-per-view, man. It's big.
It's like Big Sugar, basically. It's Big Rock.
It gets buried under a pile of sugar.
The ultra-religious sect is called either Taliban or Taliban, and they are very strict.
Kalaba.
All right, you just fight yourself a day in the rock pit, mister.
No, not my partner.
Women and
Don't take them.
young ladies, women and girls actually, are forced to stay at home. You cannot work. Women with jobs are then told, no, you can't go to work. You will stay at home, and you must, at all times when you're outside, wear a gown that covers you from head to toe. You can only see through a tightly woven face mask. You know, come on, let's get modern here.
Fezzy, you sound like a woman from Afghanistan.
That's me. Well, I get my stuff at Nocturnal Fashion, where you just look through a peephole in your veil.
It is constant paranoia, and they're not allowed to look anybody directly in the eye. You walk behind the man.
Well, you stay home, and when you go out, you wear an army blanket. It sounds very comfortable to me.
In the desert.
33 after. Hello, Joe.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, man. What's up?
Little Jordan info. I was over there in the springtime with the Air Force.
Did you find it beautiful?
Yeah, well, it's
Seriously?
dry. Just get ready to see the concrete all over the place. That's all.
Concrete or desert?
Concrete. But anyway, as soon as you get off the plane there, we had a briefing, and what included in the briefing was you will not have any kind of relationship with a local woman for fear of not you, but the woman herself being ostracized from the community.
I don't care about that pig.
And probably killed by the family. Not by the community, but by the family.
That's none of my business.
There must be
I'm getting some panani.
There must be some modern women there that don't abide by this.
Well, actually, Jordan is probably the most westernized of all the Islamic countries, or possibly Egypt is.
Did you have any relations with any women?
Well, no, absolutely not.
Don't worry, Ronnie.
In the cities, now, if you go to Amman, it's very Mediterranean.
Mm-hmm.
And the females dress like any place else. They don't wear the garb. But
Can they hang with Americans in that city?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But if you get out into the countryside, you'll find that it's
They're like
the Bedouin tribe.
Yeah, so don't hang with the Bedouin babes.
Keep away from the Bedouins, you know.
They're like Muslim rednecks.
Run, you know.
And how did you like it, though? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, but after 3 weeks, it was good to come back to the USA.
And not see a woman in a sheet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chuck
Except for
Berry.
the Klans women.
That's it.
Okay, buddy, thank you.
Oh, man, speaking of the clans, I saw the worst movie. I would put it up there with that Vegas movie.
Showgirls?
Yeah. This was the new movie, that has the girl from Speed in it.
Sandra Bullock.
And then there's a new guy who's supposed to be a huge star.
Matthew McConaughey or something? Yeah.
It's hot.
Oh, man, this thing was so bad.
What's it about?
It was a Klan movie in the 90s in Mississippi. It was
Is it the John Grisham novel?
Yeah.
The Chamber.
A Time to Kill.
A Time to Kill.
Same guy, though, John Grisham.
So bad. Everybody in it comes off bad. The judges, both sides, the lawyers, rednecks, blacks, the KKK, the NAACP.
How about Kiefer Sutherland as the Klansman?
Believable?
He played the same character that he did in A Few Good Men.
We have a Klansman coming on Wednesday's show, John Baumgartner. We've talked to him before. He's big in the Klan. And he will also, with him will be Osiris. He is the head of the Pan-African Association. We've talked to him in the past. They're working on a project together. Osiris and the Pan-African Association want to raise money to move back to Africa. This group of blacks that want to go back to Africa, but they want to get paid to do it. And they're separatists, as is John Baumgartner, the KKK Klansman, and they are working together. They have been working together on several projects in the past.
All right, now, do you know how, like, when Denise will put down, this is how racist she is. We'll call studio, or you call them, or whatever. For Osiris, she write, we'll call studio. We'll call studio.
She's trying to write in lingo.
Yeah, she thinks
slang.
She's funny.
36 after. Hello, Steve. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, I'm calling from Miami.
What's happening, brother?
It's been a long time since I've heard you guys on the air. I had no idea you were back.
We're back. Yeah. 610 WIOD.
Like getting together with old friends again.
Well,
thanks,
it's good
man.
to see you again, my friend.
Good to be home. And home it will be in January. January 6th, we start broadcasting out of that facility, WIOD.
Nice place, too.
It really is, man. They built a nice studio. And nice accessibility, you know? Right off 95.
And all the other air talent loves us.
How weird.
It's a love affair.
It really is.
It's a brotherhood, man.
I'll tell you one thing. We better hope we don't have a softball team. Because we'll get killed.
No way that any of those guys will be playing sports.
That was brought up.
The cool thing is our engineer, Mad Max.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in years. Back together with our chief engineer.
The Mad Sicilian.
I know.
Now, he is an athlete, as opposed to some of the others. I think I may have seen the softest man I've ever seen in my life. I think a bear hug would crush Neil.
Well, don't put him in one.
No, I don't think I will.
Your hand went right through him. It's like Casper.
Hello, Dan, you're on the air.
Yes.
Oi! What can we do for you, Dan?
Hey, Ron.
Yo.
Hey, I was just talking about the Middle East a little while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just left from the Middle East. I'm in the Army right now. And y'all might want to go down there and live in Kuwait. And you can get married, have 4 wives. The Emir gets married every Thursday.
What if you're...
That's nice.
Thursday is Wife Day. Now, what about an American? As an American, how are you treated in Kuwait?
Well, they really don't respect us too much. But
we saved their asses.
Yeah, I know. You're right. But you're cruising down the highways, and we transported ammunition, truckloads of ammunition, and, man, they could have blown us up at any second. A lot of them didn't really like us.
But
yeah, they hate us over there.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, man, I saw another lousy movie, too.
See you, Dan.
I was watching all the free movies in the...
I tried again to watch Showgirls. A long time I rented that when it came out on video.
Great.
I lasted 15 minutes when I first rented it because it was so bad I couldn't watch it.
The acting's good, though, and the way she eats the hamburgers.
The acting is so bad. But then it was on in the hotel, and there was nothing on, so it was so bad that this time I was almost drawn to it.
I know.
How bad it was.
It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I like pups. Well, I like having pups. How do you like having your pups?
I like having my pups in a tight dress.
What do you mean? You know what I mean.
And every time they'd have this, like, it would look like it was going to be a lesbian love scene. Then one of them would snap and call the other one bitch.
I know. Where did that come from?
And then they would be like, break.
I like any kind of evil dancing where you're dancing so hard that you're just pushing the other person.
And let's be honest, how many dancers go through all those costumes, huh?
They act like
all that aerobicized.
How many dancers actually carry a bag of marbles in order to trip up the other one?
Yeah, and
there was a lot of injuries. Yeah. Did you notice? They needed a team doctor. You had a blown knee, you had a separated shoulder, a concussion.
That's because when they're dancing, it's like they're trying to control the boards. They're always giving the other person the elbow, working them out, keeping them on the perimeter.
It must be weird not having someone run one on you.
And that woman...
Paid the credit.
Was that a fake woman? The big fat one? Was that a man?
She was a real woman.
That was a woman?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a man or a woman. She'd do that move where she'd move her shoulders and her dress would come down and you'd see those big fat pups.
Ah, it was a good movie. Whew.
Scary, scary breasts.
This one that was so horrible was about the Gulf War, and Meg Ryan is in it.
Badge of Honor?
With Denzel Washington.
Oh, God, was it horrible. She was, like, supposed to play this big, tough, manly woman. Hey, come here, everybody. And you're going, what the hell is going on
Too
here?
pretty and dainty to play that.
Well, they tried to have her face look real white for some reason, I think, so we wouldn't be attracted. So why not just pick out a big, thick, ugly girl?
Right. Get a B. Arthur for that role.
I'd say go get the girl that was down in the hole during that movie, Silence of the Lambs. Bring her back. She was good.
40 after
Put the
the
dog in the basket.
Radio Network.
Put the dog